everyone, welcome to another video. So it is the end of the night and I wanted to make this video to kind of answer a question that I don't think gets talked about very often with vintage hairstyling, and that is, how do I keep my hair looking good and not have to put in all the work to do a wet set every single day? So the answer to that is dry setting the hair. Dry setting the hair is essentially taking the hair and putting it back into the curl pattern you put it in when you were wet setting it, but leaving the hair dry and sleeping on it overnight. All you'll need for this are some bobby pins and your hair. So to dry set the hair, what I like to do first is my bangs, get them out of my face and out of the way. So I'm going to start by sectioning off my bangs in 3 parts, just like I would when I had the rollers in, but I'm not putting the rollers back in my hair. And what I'm doing is I'm just gonna make about 1-inch curls, just like that. And I'm going to take a bobby pin and secure that in place so it looks like that. And I'm gonna do 2 more for this section of my hair. Okay, so that is my 3 curls on the top of my head, and those will be the only standing curls that I do for this entire dry set. Next sections that I do are the sides of my head. And there actually is going to be more curls than I do with rollers. I usually do 2 rollers on each side of my head. I am going to be doing 3 laying flat pin curls. So I'm gonna do 1 curl starting here. We're gonna do 1, 2, and 3. And I wrap the hair around my fingers. I find that 2 fingers is the magic number for the correct size curl that I want. And I'm rolling these under and around and laying the curl so it's facing forward. And then I'm just gonna secure that down with a bobby pin. The next curl is gonna be right next to it. If you don't have enough room on your head to put them all kind of in their own little section, you can overlap them or put them under one another, because that's trouble I run into because I have a small head. So this bottom one I'm kind of putting under the other 2 so there's room. That's one side of my head done. Let's start on the other side. Again, I'm gonna do 3 curls folded under my fingers and facing forward. Okay, starting on the back, I'm just gonna give the hair a good brush. And I'm moving the brush in this type of motion, like a scoop, so it picks all the hairs up and it flips them and gets the curl to fold in on itself. So I'm gonna section the back in 2 even sections, one on the top and one on the bottom. And I'm gonna pin this top part down while we work on the bottom. Okay, so for the bottom, I do more pin curls than I typically do with curlers. I usually use 3 curlers. I'm going to be doing 4 pin curls on the bottom, 4 on the top. I section my hair off in what I think is even parts. It's not going to matter that much if they're not totally even. If you want to get them totally even, you can, but I just kind of feel around what I think is even pieces of hair. And I'm going to roll the hair, again, under. Take that curl, lay it down, and roll it to the right. So it sits facing this way and rolled over like that. I'm going to repeat that same direction with the other 3 pieces of hair.
San Antonio's the place to go, where they play that music sweet and low, where they play that music dreamy while you dance.
Okay, so now that that layer is done, I'm gonna let down this top layer, and we're gonna repeat the same process, but instead of having the curls laying flat and facing to the right, we're gonna have them laying flat and facing to the left. And what this does is make that really nice flat wave in the hair, and it keeps it so that when you brush it out in the morning, it'll still have that nice wave and it won't just be like very random wave patterns in the back of your head.
Oh, that Alamo rag, that Alamo rag, that Alamo rag. Now, honey, if you think the talk is phony, pay your wife some alimony. Lord.
We are officially done dry setting the hair for the evening. What I like to do is dry set my hair, put on a shower cap, and then take a shower. I find that that is the easiest to do instead of trying to put styled hair into a shower cap. Before I go to bed, to make sure that these don't shift around and get messed up while I'm sleeping, I do put on either a silk scarf or a satin bonnet to keep the curls in place overnight, and it'll keep them nice and smooth. When you wake up in the morning, you can take these out and brush your hair out how you normally would when you do a roller set, and it will look pretty much the same as when you set your hair the day before in a wet set. Throughout the week, the curl pattern will change a little bit. It'll get a little bit more relaxed. That is it. That is how I preserve my hairstyle overnight, so I do not have to do a wet set every single day. I hope that this answered some questions for those of you who were wondering how you kind of keep up with the maintenance on a Middy haircut and a vintage style. Alright guys, I'll see you in my next video. Bye.